anxiety, burnout, and depression. Oh, just the sound of that makes me anxious. How about you? Welcome and happy Monday. So lovely humans, today we're going to talk about anxiety, burnout, and the depression cycle. So if you've been in this cycle for a while, if you know how the cycle goes, or if you've never experienced it before, it's not your thing, but since this crazy year's happened with COVID and all, maybe you're in that cycle. So let's talk about how it starts. So anxiety strikes, and it strikes in many different ways for many different people. For me, right here. First thing in the morning, or right here. So then I get anxious, I can't think, I don't want to feel this way. And so what I used to do was get busy. And I know many people experience the same thing and get what I call as busyitis. Busy, 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 not necessarily accomplishing things, however, busy. And what happens naturally, once we get busy, then we burn ourselves out. So you can see the connection. Busy equals burnout. Simple. Not when you're in it. And then once the burnout happens and you can't do more after all the things that you've been doing, then depression sets in. Good old depression. Yeah. The dark night of the soul. Everything's black. Nothing's good. And how do you get out of that? So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm Joy Lehman, and I am your Reinvent Your Life coach. So if you identified that this is your cycle, great. And if you're just starting to think that maybe that's the cycle you're in, great. Because awareness is always the first step in making a change. So congratulations that you're here watching this. So let's talk about what we can do instead to prevent the cycle from taking over and repeating itself. So many of my clients have had success with, instead of trying to run away, get busy with the anxiety, is to take a moment and breathe. So with your breath, you can control how your body responds. So that's action step number 1. Breathe. And we do it all day. In and out, repeat. And we don't normally think about it. So it's getting conscious and thinking about breathing. So breathe, step number 1. And instead of getting the busyitis, just have a look and ask yourself, is there something that brought this on? And it may or may not, and either way is fine. Because again, awareness is the key. Once you've had a look, if you can identify something, great. Jot it down. Keep track, because this is going to be your experiment on you. You know yourself better than anyone does. So going forward, when you have an anxious moment, become aware and jot it down. See if you can make a connection between what's been happening. Second thing is to breathe. Once you breathe, that will calm your body down and your body will know that everything is okay. All right, so anxiety. Next comes the burnout, because you've just been so busy doing all those things. So how to prevent burnout? Usually what happens is people are doing so many things that they forget about themselves. So this is the burnout repair kit of having self-love and doing something nice for yourself. So what I recommend is writing up a list of 4, 5, 6 things that you like doing and make you feel good. And guess what? Do them. Add them in. Add them to your day. You can do it. So when you're burnt out, I know you don't want to add something else, but it's the self-care that's important. Looking after yourself. Very good. So next, depression. Cuddled up in bed, don't want to do anything. Oh, life looks bleak. I know. What to do? What to do? What to do when that strikes? Well, depression is that big D. So when that happens, again, become aware and accept. Accept that that's where you are. And when you get to acceptance, then you can plan differently the next time. Once you've become aware that you're in that cycle and you can see what happened, again, back to awareness, really important. Once you get into the depressed state, it's going to take some self-care, some nurturing to be able to remotivate yourself. And how to do this? Well, again, once you're aware, look and see what it is you'd like to do. Back to the self-care. It's way more motivating to do things we like to do than things we don't like to do. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. For sure. So, awareness, breathing, self-care, and things you like to do. Got it? Those are my tips for managing that crazy cycle of anxiety, burnout, and depression. Let's get rid of those. So if you have any tips that you've used that we can share with other people that might be in the same situation, by all means, comment below. And if you've liked this video, hit the like button. If you've liked this video, hit the like button. And of course, subscribe. Until next time, my friends, stay happy.